many years, only 90s kids understood the pain and suffering that comes with taking care of a scary-looking toy that doubles as a virtual pet. That is, until Tattletale came out of nowhere and showed newer generations something much more miserable and...
Splatoon 2 has seen a ton of free updates since its release last summer. There's been new weapons, new stages, new gear, and just general improvements to the game itself. But the recent Nintendo Direct revealed the first paid DLC for the game, which comes in the form of single-player content known as the Octo Expansion. And there's a lot to discover beyond the fact that we're finally getting playable Octolings. So it's time to fish up the old analysis machine to see what secrets and hidden details we can find. And we'll begin with the cavalcade of characters that the trailer shows off. Naturally, the first one we see is the Octoling herself, referred to as Agent 8, who wakes up in a dilapidated subway station. By all appearances, it seems shut down. Nothing's open, there's nobody around, and there's even yellow tape blocking the way to the subway car itself. And there might be a reason for that. After all, this subway can be found in Inkopolis Square right now, just past the cafe. It's inaccessible, of course, thanks to a gate, but we're pretty positive it'll open up once the DLC is released. But that leads to an issue all its own. In every other mode of Splatoon 2, you play as your Inkling. You're the one in the Turf Wars, you're on the job for Salmon Run, and you're the hero of the single-player campaign. But that's not the case in the Octo Expansion. You're playing as Agent 8, not Agent 4 like in Hero Mode. So how will Splatoon 2 explain this? Maybe it's framed as a story told by Captain Cuttlefish? After all, he is shown to be the one to find and recruit the Octoling. Or something much different and a little darker could be going on. You can change your Inkling anytime you want. The hairstyle, the eye color, even from a boy to a girl or vice versa. What if your Inkling becomes Agent 8? After all, we see an Octoling boy and girl in a green test tube, and according to the developers, Agent 8 wakes up with no memory of the past. So maybe this test tube is how you'll pick your gender for the mode, and maybe later on discover that Inklings were changed into Octolings. I mean, the narration even says that Agent 8 looks like an Octoling, but with a puzzled tone. Now, this could be in reference to you actually playing as one, or a sly question about whether Agent 8 really is an Octoling. This would even explain how you can change species once you unlock the ability to play as an Octoling in multiplayer. We admit, it's really out there, and there are a ton of other possibilities for an explanation, but Splatoon has never been afraid to have a darker backstory. And who knows, maybe that's Captain Cuttlefish and Agent 3's mission. They were mentioned by Marie to be off on their own at the beginning of the single-player campaign, and we see both here. Beyond the fact that we now see Agent 3's canon appearance, we should take note that one of the subway train cars is full of Octolings. These are styled after the more traditional design that we've seen in single-player, with one caveat. Their colors have been changed to a blue-green tint, even on their skin, making them more bioluminescent, which is possible for octopi in the real world.